Here's Tommy Pham. And the right-hander deals. This to third. Baden. Rolls across the diamond. One up, one down. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. One out, bases empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 3-1. Holmes, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Ryan Reynolds here. At the belt and fires.
Well, he's got power and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Big swing and a miss.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early. 2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
The 1-2.
Ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't hit the fastball at the knees?
Rogie just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kiner-Falefa on second. Reynolds on at first with 2 down. Got it swinging. And that is that. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. Juan Soto now. The line to kick the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-2. And a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. And another ball.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Here comes a 3-2. Popped up. Kiner-Falefa under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Inside, just missed.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Second inning set to go. At the plate for Pittsburgh, DJ Stewart. The 1-1 is fouled off.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And he deals.
Well,
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Here comes a pitch.
Helpful.
And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And now the catcher comes up to him. Andy Rodriguez.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Just missing there. 2-2. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why those?
Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. 1-1.
Inside, ball 2.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
The pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next to hit, Brett Beatty. 1 down, base is empty. Got it by him for the K.
Yeah, there's no doubt, bro. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Runner at third, 2 gone. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. 2 outs.
Ball, that's inside.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in Queens, here's Adam Frazier. Hard hit to third. Throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. Now it's the DH, Tommy Pham. Up the middle. In plenty of time to first. And that quickly 2 away. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, the next Pirate to hit. Next offering misses, and the count is 3-1. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he... Back here at Citi Field. Set for the bottom of the third. Jeff McNeil stands in. And a good eye there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Got a 4 count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Throw to first.
I mean, we're an average catcher behind the plate. I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Runner takes off, and that one is lifted in the air. It falls in, and that's a knock. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So the batting order turns over. Ronnie Mauricio now. Righty delivers. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0 to third. And he's in there. A run comes in the play.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And now it's Juan Soto. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a big inning with that steal of second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. This could be the start to a nice rally.
And another ball. The pitch. Ground ball, left side. Connor Falefa. Jump throw across his body. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Boy, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Kicks and deals. Runner on the go.
Got him.
Throw to second, and he's out.
You can see they're continuing to try to apply pressure on this pitcher who struggled a little bit, but the problem is you get caught right there, you're helping him out. You're giving him an out that he struggled to get. You want to maintain those base runners. Let some of those guys coming up to the plate that got some pop can hit the ball in the gap, drive in a couple more runs.
Here's Pete Alonso. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Two and 2. Good job to fight that one off. And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Welcome back to the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. Start of the 4th. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Brian Reynolds. On the ground. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Oh, that's low.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. You know, Singy, when you think about every player wearing number 42 on Jackie Robinson Day, you can thank Ken Griffey Jr. for all of it. Griffey was the first player to come up with the idea of wearing number 42 back on April 15th in 1997, the 50th anniversary of Robinson's Major League debut. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late. That was also the day that Bud Selig retired his number. And Griffey, who was playing for the Mariners at the time, asked to have his uniform number flip-flopped, switching from 24 to 42. Man at first, Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit. Left-hand hitter waits. There goes the runner. Whips it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Now it's DJ Stewart. Man at second. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Makes the grab. And that is that. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're still down. It's 2-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Next
Oh, that's
offering
too high.
upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but
Now
you
it's 3-2.
also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And that's ball 4.
Picture base.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Next offering is in for a strike.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. Entering is the pinch runner, Mark Vientos. Slider misses outside. Vientos gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Swing and a miss.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Out towards right center field. Cruz sizes this one up. And that'll do it. Mets lead 1. Now into the ball game on defense, Mark Vientos. He's the new third baseman. Now at the plate, Andy Rodriguez.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Zips it across. It's the catcher by a step. Now the third baseman.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
On to first. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in the mound.
And now Adam Frazier. Hit on the ground to the right side. Alonso takes it to the bag, and the Pirates go 1-2-3. Bucks go down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Late with the swing there. Action in the pen down there. Dennis Santana preparing to come on if needed. Wentz, a left-hander, also throwing. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Juan Soto. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, center field. In position. And that is that. Back here in Queens, and now the DH, Tommy Pham. Ripped into left center, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
No more having to worry about keeping the no-hitter alive now. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
And a base hit on the line. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third. Now a long throw home. Safe.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, no outs. Up next for the Pirates, O'Neal Cruz. Got him swinging.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. So first and second with 2 outs. DJ Stewart digs in now. And it is 2-1.
Could be some.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Clay Holmes departs. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. They turn things over to the southpaw, A.J. Minter.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. And this is now a 2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dennis Santana.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The 2-2 on the way. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. That one just missing inside, and the count's full. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Caleb Ferguson appears to be getting loose. Meza, the power lefty, up as well. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Out. Number 2.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That misses the zone. 3 balls and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Bounce to the left side. Sneaks through. Base hit. So 2 down. Starling Marte up to hit.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. Mets strand 1. Top of inning number 7. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Andy Rodriguez. Fought off foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 gone here. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
On the ground, right side. McNeil gets it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier. Next offered in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him. And the Pirates go 1. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Caleb Ferguson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And here it comes. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And here is Jeff McNeil. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. His 2nd of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed. They just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. And strike 2.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ronnie Mauricio. The shortstop takes the ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 gone.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
2 outs, base is empty. Juan Soto will hit next. Swing and a miss. Slider right there. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. An acrobatic play to end the inning. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. We go to the 8th, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Tommy Pham. Adbert Alzolay on a pitch out of the pen here. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Ripped to first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 outs, base is empty. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds puts it in the air out towards left center and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. They go with one of their more experienced. Arms in this spot. Tim Meza hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off, Tyrone Taylor.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
And a pitch. Bounce to the right. Frazier fires over to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The batter, the first baseman.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And now the lefty. Hard hit left side. Connor Falefa throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. And now it's Mark Vientos. That one not close. And it's 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that one is inside. Two down, nobody on. Left field. Reynolds gets under it. Nabs it. And that's the 3rd out.
Yeah. Make a move, make a move, make a move. What it do, what it do, what it do. I was stubborn.
Staying in the game on defense, Tyrone Taylor. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter.
Tyrone.
And now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
That's inside. Kicks and fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Toss to Alonso, and they're down to their last out. Now it's the right fielder, DJ Stewart. On the ground, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. And the Mets add another to their winning streak.
Well, just another big win today, and everyone is jumping on board behind this ball club. They're playing so well, they're packing the stands, and it's just an exciting brand of baseball. We'll see how far it goes, but right now, no one thinks it's going to end anytime soon.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
I don't want all that dinner. Got new, ain't taking New whip, got flick it up.